Good afternoon, my fellow Sudanese in the two nations, South Sudan and Sudan. We still have a long way to suffer. Nano lisa intina masaba tawil tatab nano Sudaniyin dawlatain del. لأن إننا ما بنقرأ إسايا 18 اللي بيقول ربنا بدمر السودان بسنة 500 قبل ميلاديا. ربنا نبأ إسايا نبأ أنه تعب السودان رايكون فيه. ده في إسايا 18. هذا نقرأ لكم بالإنجليزي. لو واحد بفهم إنجليزي كلي اسمه تمام. إسايا 18. I'm gonna read Isaiah 18, which says God will punish the Cushites. God will punish the Sudanese. Sudan has 3 names, actually 4. It's called Ethiopia in Greek language, dated back to 320 BC, when Alexander the Great conquered North Africa and the Middle East. And he renamed the Kush Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a Greek word, it means burnt places. People burned by the heat of the equator, because we are bordering equator. They also named Mazirum, they named Mazirum Egypt. Egypt is a Greek name. It means brownish people, because they are intermixed with the Middle East and the European races. That's why they are a bit brownish. But we, from the interior of Africa, we the Sudanese, we are completely black. And that's why they call us Ethiopia in Greek language. It means burnt faces. When the Arab came in 1200 AD, they also came and changed the name. Kush Christian Kingdom, they changed it to Blad al-Sudan, which means the black nations. So I'm going to read Isaiah 18 so that you understand. A prophecy against Cush. Woe to the land of wearing wings, along the rivers of Cush, which sends envoys by sea, in papyrus boats over the water. Go, swift messengers, to a people tall and smooth-skinned, to a people feared, far and wide, an aggressive nation of a strange speech, whose land is divided by rivers. All you people of the world, you will live on the earth, who live on the earth by rivers. All you people of the world, you will live on the earth, who live on the earth. When a banner is raised on the mountain tops, you will see it. When a trumpet sounds, you will hear it. This is what the Lord says to me. I will remain quiet and will look on from my dwelling places, like a shimmering heat in the sunshine, like a cloud of dew in the heat of harvest. For before the harvest, when the blossom is gone and the flower becomes a ripening grape, he will cut off the shoot with pruning knives and cut down and take away the spreading branches. They will all be left to the mountain birds of prey and to the wild animals. The birds will feed on them all summer, and the wild animals in all winter. At that time, gift will be brought to the Lord Almighty from a people tall and smooth-skinned, from a people feared far and wide, an aggressive nation of a strange speech, whose land is divided by rivers. The gift will be brought to Mountain Zion, the place of the name of the Lord Almighty. This is Isaiah 18 about the Sudan. And it happened in 1983 in the town of Bor, when Carabino and William Nyon shot bullets, and that one sparked the whole country. That was the beginning of Isaiah 18. May 16, 1983. It started in the city of Bor. God's curse has taken place. 22 years of war. And again now 18, almost 16 years again. We were 17 from 2005. We did not rest. The peace that God gave us in 2005, we did not utilize it. So in 2011, when we divided the country into 2, that was the resumption of Isaiah 18. Isaiah 18 started resuming again in 2011. It started with Pantau. People started fighting among each other. Sudan and North and Southern Sudan started fighting each other. That was the resumption of Isaiah 18. Because in 2005, the Sudanese never gave thanks to God, and they never recognized their mistake of 22 years. They have killed what? 3 million Sudanese. And they were having more than 18 factions. Now, again, they've gone back to more than 18 factions. Do you know why? Because of so many idol gods. The god of Muhammad, the god of Yekam, the god of Munde, the god of Panmadol, the god of Nyandit, of Murle people, the god of Loyalala, the god of Bude, of Zandi, where they bury a king with 7 girls, and the god of Chulup, Nyekam, where they bury a king with 4 girls. How do you expect our land to have peace when the northern Sudanese worship non-biblical God? We in southern Sudan, we worship non-biblical God. Therefore, God has a right to shut down his oil. He shot his petrol, and now more than 24 months, both Sudan and southern Sudan have no salaries. Soldiers have no salaries. That's the meaning of Isaiah 18. Very painful. Now I'm going to sing a song. That song is from your mouth. You are crying. The northern Sudanese, southern Sudanese are crying. Robuna wenu, robuna ita wenu, na mutu, na katulu baro, na mutu ketir. Bishomala Sudan matu karibu 30,000. Bijunub Sudan min 2013 hala lela matu 500,000. Ulisa mashi. Le, lani nina mamna abudu robuna bita Abraham, aluwa Ibrahim. Robuna bita Isaac, aluwa Isaac. Bita Jacob, aluwa Jacob. Bita Solomon, aluwa Suleiman. Bita David, aluwa Dawood. Bita Job, aluwa Ayub. You see? Bita Moses, aluwa Musa. Nanu abena robuna bita Abia del. They have sabab robuna gal ana bidugu Sudanin. Lani mun gabudu asnam aila barra min kitab mukaddas. Idas mata mun wana request, the wana mta bika. Muswan ki kore be Khartoum, ki kore be Darfur, ki kore be Juba, hali muhiya mabi. Nas bika jesh ketir katul na resun. Lani mabi muhiya le family stomen. What I mean to say, this is a true story. It's a true suffering of Isaiah 18. That says God will punish the Sudanese people. So therefore, we are suffering because of our disobedience. We refuse the God of the Bible. And that's why I told you many times, a country with more Christians will have more peace, like Kenya, Canada, USA, Australia, Germany, Norway. Those countries with more Christians, they have peace. But countries with no Bibles, no churches, like Somalia, Afghanistan, Sudan, South Sudan, they have to suffer because they don't worship the true God. They prefer Panmadol than Jesus Christ. So this is the reason why every week you hear 30 or 40 killed in Barakazal because of idol gods called what? Panmadol. You see? And in Malakal they say Nyekam and Munding. They have finished the Nuers and the Shuluk. Yeah, this is not a tribal issue, it is a spiritual issue. We are worshipping wrong gods, which make the true God of the Bible very angry. Jesus is angry with us because we refuse Jesus. River boys, we are Nilotic. The prophetic country in the world is the first country in the world that is found in the Bible. Genesis chapter 2 verse 13, when Moses was describing the 4 rivers watering the Garden of Eden. The first river was Havila River, which is now Blue Nile, coming from Ethiopia, the Abyssinian highlands. And the second river is Gion River, which is the White Nile, coming from Lake Victoria, Juba, Malakal, to Kosti, to Khartoum, then join Blue Nile in Khartoum. If you are in the city of Khartoum, the confluence, River Blue Nile comes from Ethiopia, and the White Nile comes from Uganda and Southern Sudan. When they meet in Khartoum, you will see the differences. You see the water from Blue Nile very blue, and you see the water coming from White Nile very white. That's why they are called White Nile, the water coming from Uganda through Juba to Khartoum. And Blue Nile, the water coming from Lake Tana, from Ethiopian highlands, Ras Dashan. I was in Ethiopia for 10 years, by the way. I know the map of Ethiopia. I spent 10 years in Ethiopia. That's where I finished my secondary school. And I got married there, by the way. So therefore, I have a lot to tell. I have written 63 books. And I spent 18 years plus in Kenya. The vision God gave me in February 2002, we are not an island in the Sudan. I invited more than 55 ambassadors. USA, if you help me get peace, we will develop it. You British, if you help me get peace, we will develop more. Norway, whatever. I put more than 55 ambassadors, diplomats, and I gave the paper to Riek Machar. He went and shared with those of Dr. Richard K. Muller, Dr. Peter Adwok Nyabak. They told him, please send to those nations. February 2002, he sent to all the 55 nations or ambassadors. They came in Nairobi and joined John Garang and Riek Machar. Imagine. Nobody could do this unless a man of God has to do it. We are not an island. I invited more than 55 ambassadors or nations. Within 3 years, they brought peace to us. Even within the month of April, people saw John Garang and Riek Machar in the Kenyan television screen. The Sudanese were shedding tears. They got surprised. Who brought these people together? It was my book called We Are Not an Island in the Sudan. You see, many times I show it to you, but you don't believe it. See it again. See it many times. This is the book that brought this peace of 2005. It's called We Are Not an Island in Sudan. You can see my joint picture with Dr. Riek Machar. That was May 15, 2009, when I left USA to go and check my paper in Juba. He greeted me, welcome back, Reverend Karlo, the father of Sudanese peace of 2005. I told him, let us take a picture. This is a picture. But the wrong thing is, the next morning, that was Saturday, May 16, 2009, he went to Juba airport to welcome the cross of Mundeng, the stick of Mundeng. More than 3,000 words, they followed him to Nyakuron. And they celebrated the stick of Mundeng May 16, 2009. Instead of taking me to Nyakuron and tell the nation, this is the man who brought the peace from God, Reverend Karlo Kolong, he took the stick of Mundeng. And that's why he's being punished by Jesus Christ every time he's in home arrest. It is Jesus who gave us peace in 2005. This is the evidence of the book and the picture of Riek Machar. So, Jesus has a right to keep him in home arrest all the time. That's why his army is always fragmented into pieces. I don't mean the people of Baragazal are peaceful. No, they also worship idol gods. The god of Armador has frustrated Baragazal. Every 3 weeks you hear 10 killed, 20 killed. You know, imagine Dinka fighting Dinka within a BA and all those who are up all those things. This is because of idol gods. They don't worship Jesus Christ, the God of the Bible, the God of peace. So God has right to shut down the oil. Because you people refuse the God of the Bible, who brought us the CPA. I am a witness. It was God who gave me the idea of CPA in 2002 in Nairobi. God does not give a good idea to a criminal. Can a criminal correct a criminal? No. Can a liar correct a liar? No. Can a thief correct a thief? No. Can blind rule blind people? No. So therefore, the Bible is correct that criminals will always be punished. A nation that does not believe in Jesus Christ will always suffer heavily. Let me give you one more song, if this is not enough. bibor aya eitinta iromna gatia bibuluna Yesu ga de kolo iromna gatia bibuluna Yesu ga de kolo Nina mashile bor ayaya eitin enta irumna gatia bibuluna Yesu ga de kolo irumna gatia bibuluna Yesu ga de kolo River boys, Nairobi. We are the people of rivers. The longest river in the world is River Nile. I don't know which one is the second. Nile is the longest river in the world. The promised land for the Sudanese people is that the land of Kush. 63 books will correct the coming generation. If you, the present generation, don't understand my books, then it is unfortunate. You will not enjoy that land full of honey and milk. But if you can confess, God will give us peace, and we shall enjoy that land full of milk and honey, full of minerals, full of gold. Now, we cannot benefit from those minerals because we don't believe in the God of the Bible, the owner of the minerals, the owner of the oil, the owner of the animals, the owner of our babies is the God of the Bible. If you don't come back to your senses, your 5 senses need to be spiritualized. Come to Jesus Christ. Revelation chapter 3 verse 20, Jesus said, come to me, you who are heavy laden, and I will enjoy peace and I will give you peace. And also Matthew 11:28 says, come to me, you who are holding a burden, you who are moving 21 months without salaries, and I will give you salaries. That's Jesus speaking. Come to me, you who are crying for the salaries. When we come to Jesus Christ, our salaries will work. Our salaries will come, even to the soldiers in Northern Sudan, Western Sudan, Nuba land. Imagine the Nuba soldiers, up to now, they have almost 28 years without salaries. Nuba is a nation within the nation, but no salaries, no currency. Not only that, so many regions in Sudan, we don't have salaries now, because God will punish the Sudan. Isaiah 18 and Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 12 says, God will punish the Cushite, which started April 15, 2023 last year. So the war that broke out in Khartoum is in Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 12. But you will not listen, Khartoum will not listen. Both Burhan or Hamiti, they don't know anything. They are used by God to punish the Sudanese people, even though they are also bad people. You see, many times people say, what's the meaning of PhD? We say PhD means Doctor of Philosophy. But one of our great friends in Uganda said what PhD means permanent head damage. Dr. Hassan struggled. He damaged the Sudan with his PhD. Those of Lamakol, those of whatever, Young Macha, those doctors, they damaged the country with their PhD. No salaries. So that's the meaning of secular education. PhD means permanent head damage. The educated people in South Sudan, Northern Sudan, they could not bring anything good because they are not connected to Jesus Christ. Read John chapter 15. Jesus said, I'm the vine. You who are the branches connected to me, you'll bear fruit. Those who are not connected to Jesus, they are completely fruitless.